One night in Boonville feels like half a month there. Not much to do and even less to see. Don't drive your car beyond the speed limit there. I can feel a sheriff driving up to me.
Okay, we were just kidding. Boonville is not the worst place to live. I actually used to listen to that song on 96 STO when I was young, and I never really got it. But now that I'm older, I'm going to tell you differently, and we got someone that lives right here in Boonville, right, Libby?
Yeah.
That Boonville is great. We're going to give you the top 8 reasons why you should consider living here. Welcome back to our channel, Living on the Ohio River. I'm Kara Henshaw with Key Associates Signature Realty.
And I am Libby Mays with Key Associates Signature Realty.
And if you've been watching, thank you so much, and give us a thumbs up. And if you're new, make sure you tap that subscribe button. As you know, we are local realtors.
Yes.
And as much as we love to do these videos, we do love to sell real estate. So if you are relocating, we've got a great relocation guide and the link below, so check it out. So as I said, we are going to give you the top 8 reasons why you should look at moving to Boonville, Indiana, which is near Newburgh. It's a neighbor, and so it's a little different. We're going to give you those pros right now. Starting off with number 1, it is the small town charm of Boonville, which is in Warwick County, and we got the Warwick County courthouse right here in the background.
Yep.
So number 1, tell us about it.
Boonville is known for small town charm. It's a very tight-knit community where everyone's looking out for one another, lots of great local shops, things to do, and local events that they put on to help bring the community together.
Yes, it's very community-oriented, I would say.
Yes.
They do have a lot of little community festivities. This town square which we're sitting really brings a lot of that together.
Oh yes, and they've redone the whole town square and the flow of traffic, so that has helped as well.
And it's one of those you can walk in any of these little stores around.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody's, how's your day going? It's very much that family-friendly atmosphere.
Oh yes.
That you may not have if you don't live in Indiana in general.
True. Number 2 is the low cost of living.
Yes, this is one thing and why I say it neighbors Newburgh, and we are a Warwick County. A lot of people love Newburgh, and it is a great town, but it's expensive. The average price for Newburgh, if you were, which is only a few minutes away really, it's like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Is $370,000 is your average price for a home there now, and here it's only $230,000. So if you're looking to be near those amenities like the Newburgh and the Evansville and those going to Costco and Walmart and all those
you're within
places.
Minutes of all of that for a lot less.
It doesn't take long, but it's a lot less to live here. Now I would say the rest of the stuff like your gas and your food and all that's very similar.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So the cost of living in regards to a lot of the other amenities or items are very similar. But the biggest thing is the housing cost is a lot more reasonable here in Boonville.
Yes.
Number 3 on the list is its historic charm. I love this when I come through this town.
Yes, Boonville is known for, of course, the old courthouse here. Built in 1906, Boonville houses the Warwick County Museum, which has a lot of cool information about Warwick County in general, but then they also do different seasonal events and featured items throughout the year. So that's a great place to check out. The courthouse in the center of Boonville is lined with all kinds of cool little shops. Anything
it has
from
that look. I love the downtown old look.
Yes, a lot of buildings all packed into each other, or, right up next to each other, and anything from restaurants to little shops, your banks, anything that you might want to find. You can, as we mentioned before, get out, park at the square, and walk around to check them out.
And Boonville is very walkable. There is a lot of historic homes right around this area that you can walk right up here and enjoy whatever it may be, a coffee, some food, a haircut, shopping, whatever it may be. You do have that ability in this town, which is really a neat factor about it. And one thing that I want to mention, Warwick County, since this is the courthouse, there are the towns that you may have heard of. Is you've got Chandler, Boonville, Elberfeld, Linville, as well as
Tennyson, Yankeetown.
Yeah, there you go. Those are all the towns that actually make up Warwick County.
Oh yeah.
And so this is the courthouse for those different towns. So that makes it special too, as well as for the Warwick County history in the museum.
Number 4 is proximity to nature.
Yes, Scales Lake is going to be on the top of my list here. It is a great campground that direction, and it's by the Tasty Freeze. You have to stop if you don't. It's wonderful ice cream. But it is a camping with lots of hiking.
There's all kinds of trails for hiking, biking, a lake that the kids can go swimming in.
Lake, by the way.
Yes. All kinds of camping. There's even a little petting zoo for the kids to come in and check that out. They also host a couple of events throughout the year. One of them being like a Halloween theme thing a couple of weekends before Halloween that the community comes in and kids can dress up and trick-or-treat around in Scales Lake, so it's a safe environment. One other thing here in town is the city lake,
Yes.
which is great for a little trail to kind of walk around fishing. There's playground and basketball court so the kids can come up and play. And also in Scales Lake, there is a BMX bike trail that the kids can go and ride their bikes and do tricks and all of that kind of fun stuff on.
So all kinds of fun places for the kids to hang out as well as the adults and
Yes.
have a little bit more recreation and outdoors with the nature.
Yes.
Number 5, the schools here in Boonville, and obviously her husband is a teacher.
Yes.
We're going to let her talk about this one.
Awesome. There are 2 elementary schools here in town. One is Logue Elementary and Oakdale Elementary, kind of depending on what side of town you live on. Depends on which one of those your youngsters would go to. And then Boonville Middle School was actually noted for being a top school in Indiana last year, and they got all kinds of awards for that. And then Boonville High School, where my husband is a teacher and coach, is pretty phenomenal as well. A lot of state qualifying teams, softball. We've had a lot of track kiddos, wrestling, not necessarily state, but advancements in those. So a lot of great sports and academics here in Boonville. Number 6 on the list is our local businesses.
Yes, and since we're on the square, it is more appropriate than ever. This is all local businesses surrounding this courthouse, and everyone really does support all these local businesses and buys local that lives here. And one of my favorite restaurants, the 3rd Street Saloon. If you're visiting, you've definitely got to have a bite to eat there. Wonderful food.
And unique type of food. Like, it's not just a salad with some dressing. Like, they've got all homemade dressings. Their sandwiches are unique. Like, everything they have is not just your normal burger.
What's maybe your top 3 businesses that you go to often? Not that they're the best, but maybe because of where you go and visit.
Top 3 for me would be 3rd Street Saloon here. We also love Commander's Grill over here on the other side.
And what kind of
Commander's Grill is more dinner type food. They do have some sandwiches and things, but they always have specials in the evening. Go check them out. Great food like chops, steak, different chicken, all kinds of things.
Okay.
And third, I gotta go for dessert at Tea Up. You can't finish a night in Boonville or an afternoon on a hot day without some Tea Up.
And that's Tasty Freeze, right?
Yes.
Just so they know.
Yes.
Yes. Good. It's a drive-through ice cream place. And number 7 is our basically a friendly community and safe. It is, isn't it?
It is. It is great. Like I mentioned before, everybody in town kind of knows everybody. They're looking out for their neighbors. The police presence is here in case you do need something. As far as being friendly, everybody knows everybody, wanting to just get to know each other. You move into town, you probably have somebody shows up at your house, bringing you some kind of baked goods, wanting to know who you are, introduce them.
If you buy with her, she'll bring you baked goods because she's really good at cooking.
I mean, I might. I just might. But yeah, just getting to know everybody, hanging out in backyards together. A lot of great community camaraderie and everybody coming together.
Yes, so if you want a safe place to live, a little bit of a downtown, some amenities that are close, but still you have Evansville and Newburgh with some of the larger amenities that you may need. This is definitely a place to look for that environment. So contrary to our intro, it is not a nightmare to live here,
It
is
is
it?
most definitely not a nightmare to live here. It is one of the greatest places in Warwick County to live.
So yeah, so hopefully our top 7 gave you a feel of what it is like to live here in Boonville. If you are relocating, reach out to Libby or myself.
Yep.
We'd be happy to help with me.
We absolutely would.
So until next time, what? We'll see you then.
We open doors in realty. Key Associates. Key Associates.